Hey guys, welcome back for another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the books that I picked up for my fall reading. These are books that are more on like the mystery, suspenseful, thriller side. I feel like that's obviously perfect for fall. I mean, Halloween, you want the cozy vibes. These are the books that you're gonna want to read. I obviously have not read them yet. That's why I'm putting them on my reading list, but I will read the summary to you guys just in case any of them stick out to you and you've been looking for some new books to pick up. The first book is called The Girl in Apartment 19. A year and a half ago, Cornelia Winthrop was in a car accident that killed her fiance, placed her in a coma for 226 days, and left her with brain damage causing chronic paranoia. Now she lives every day feeling like someone is watching her. Following a friend's untimely death, she takes steps to rejoin the world of the living. Desperately short on rent money and starting to feel pinched, she recognizes opportunity in a well-dressed man and slips a few hundreds from his wallet, only to find a flash drive bearing a logo that, just like him, seems oddly familiar. Upon further examination of the strange medical documentation it contains, she learns why. At some point during her coma, she was awake and he was her doctor. Now he'll do anything to bring her back under his care. The Girl in Apartment 19 follows Cornelia as she uncovers what really happened while she was sleeping. With the help of a nurse who always had her back and a coworker who would literally run into a burning building to save her, she rediscovers love and friendship, and upon learning her fiance might still be alive, develops a taste for vengeance. So this book seems like, I don't know, kind of crazy. I have never read a book like this. I can't even imagine or like kind of think of, I guess, a theory of what is happening in this book. I'm really excited to read this one. It's a really big, like rectangular book. I don't know how to describe it. I guess I can hold it to like a normal sized book. It's an interesting layout. It is decently big. I mean, it has almost 400 pages in it, and just the layout of the book in general, I feel like is really different from other books. I feel like you have to see it in person to understand what the heck I am talking about, but I am really excited to start this book. The next book is The Secret She Kept. She's dead. Why would she lie? Days before her murder, Anthony's friend Lottie lent him her laptop. Curiosity getting the best of him, he clicks on a file and found videos recorded by her in the year leading up to her death. Within those recordings, she exposes dark secrets someone will kill to keep hidden, and Lottie's toxic relationship with Anthony's longtime friend Davian. When Anthony's childhood friend Davian is placed under arrest for the murder, Anthony refuses to believe he could do such a thing, but Lottie was infatuated by Davian. More damning experience piles up. Anthony wonders if it's possible a man he's known for most of his life has kept a sinister side of himself hidden. Now, Anthony faces an impossible choice: turn the laptop over to the police and risk being accused of hindering the investigation, or try to solve the case himself. Lottie gave him the computer for a reason. There was something there she wanted him to see. Can he put the pieces of the puzzle together in time to uncover the killer? That's pretty crazy. I mean, he's trying to solve the murder of his own friend, and his longtime friend is being accused of murder. I don't know, it seems pretty wild to me. I'm also excited for this one. I just love thrillers and like murder mysteries. The third book is called The Dead Husband, which is actually kind of a funny little story behind this book. So when I came home from the bookstore and I picked up a few books, I was showing Hunter the books I got, and he was so like, the look on his face when I read, oh yeah, and this one's called The Dead Husband, he was like, why would you get that? Why? And I'm like, well, the title of it was intriguing, and then the back of it was even better. So, a murderer, a victim, and a witness, but no one in this house is innocent. 20 years ago, an unspeakable tragedy rocked Rose Yates's small, affluent hometown, and only Rose and her family know the truth about what happened. Haunted by guilt, Rose escaped into a new life. Now she seems to have it all: a marriage, a son, a career, and then her husband is found dead. As far as Detective Colin Pearson is concerned, Rose is guilty. Her marriage wasn't as happy as she led everyone to believe, and worse, she's connected to a 20-year-old cold case. She can play the part of the victim, but he won't let her or her family escape justice this time around. Grieving her husband and struggling to make ends meet, Rose returns home, hoping to finally confront her domineering father and unstable sister. But memories of a horrific crime echo through the house, and Rose soon learns that she can't trust anyone, especially not the people closest to her. So this one isn't super like detailed or like super suspenseful, but I mean, it's really interesting to see because this girl tried escaping her past life to build a new life, and then her husband's found dead, and she's basically being accused for the murder. Last book of the bunch, I actually started reading this one. I'm only like a few pages in, This one isn't a thriller or mystery at all, but I was really like, I don't know, I just wanted to read it and I wanted to start it now. So it is called In 5 Years. Dani Cohan lives her life by numbers. She is nothing like her lifelong best friend, the wild, whimsical, believes in fate Bella. Dani's meticulous planning seems to have paid off after she nails the most important job interview of her career and accepts her boyfriend's marriage proposal in one fell swoop, falling asleep completely content. But she awakens. She's suddenly in a different apartment with a different ring on her finger and beside a very different man. Dani spends exactly 1 hour, 5 years in the future, before she wakes up again in her own home on the brink of midnight, and it is 1 hour she cannot shake. In 5 Years is an unforgettable love story, but it is not the one you're expecting. That just sounds wild to me. Like, imagine waking up and you get to see your life in 5 years for 1 hour, and then you come back to your current life and you're just thinking, like, what could possibly happen that leads to a whole new man. Obviously she has a different ring on her finger, a different man laying beside her. I think that would be so insane to see, because you don't want to mess with the present, because then it might mess up the future. But like, what if you don't want that future that you saw 5 years from now? I don't know, pretty wild. I guess it is kind of like I don't know if it would be suspenseful. It says that it has very deep emotions in it. It's about love and friendship. So I think it will be a really good book, and that's why I'm reading it now, kind of transitioning into summer and fall. So then after I finish this book, I can read those 3 more mystery books. And I feel like these books will last me a while, because I don't finish books very fast. And all 3 of them, at least the top and bottom 2, are pretty thick. So they should definitely last me a while. If you guys are reading any books this fall and you have any recommendations, definitely leave them down below. I would love to hear any recommendations for books. I definitely need to start building my winter reading list, which I feel like will be more extensive, since winter is like the longest season ever. So if you guys like this video and want me to do a video like this every season, definitely comment down below, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video.